Hey people, Indra here, 2v2, Fend Unlock, blue team. We have Adila with a Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee but can get specialised ranged weapons. We have the Mordian Iron Guard here. Alongside, Ligt with a Plague Champion, starts off with a damage of a time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support, can also repair. Red team, panzerbatallion with another Plague Champion, and we have Brawler as a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support, fighting in melee, begins with a refractor shield, can shoot his own fellas in the head to make them fight better. You know, simple. All of these players, as I understand it, went as random. So we've got Imperial Guard and Chaos versus Chaos and the Imperial Guard. Typically, I don't like to cast mirror matches and stuff, but I can forgive them if they all went random, I think. Especially if they got a good game out of it, which I'm assured this is. Sentinel needing a little bit of repairs. The CSM went straight for the guardsmen in melee, and now the heretics are chasing them down. This is on the southeast corner. Natural VP for red, trying to defend it with all their las guns. Looks like they forced them off. Plague Champion still here being annoying. Sentinel gets the stomp. Doesn't want those heretics running through unopposed next time. They get stomped for it. CSM did not drop a model, and the heretics dropped 5. Not too bad then. Towards the mid, contested victory point here. Inquisitor runs away. These guys might need to run away, and they got some backup. Heretics flee. Here's some Chaos Space Marines of panzerbatallion. Sentinel looking for the stomp, I think. Might just stomp the Plague Champion there. CSM are going to get into melee with the guardsmen, which is a bad spot for the guardsmen to be in. Who's going to cap the mid though? Do they have enough las guns here? Those guardsmen flee. Only dropped 5 models. Could have dropped a lot more based on the health they had there. Plague Champion, I think, is going to go down. Stayed in play a little bit too long. Down he goes. CSM will now try to melee stuff, but they eat a stomp. Is it worth it, lads? You might drop a model here. They're staying in. Sentinel needs to shoot them. There we go. Try and get a model. It's now Commissar versus Inquisitor. Inquisitor's got the Holy Brazier, a power weapon with a Area Denial Holy Pyre ability. Takes down the Lord Commissar with some lasgun help. Brawler went in there to brawl and it didn't work out. Also, some guardsmen got torn up over here. We have grenade launcher heretics for Ligt and aspiring champion on the other fellas. Panzerbatallion into some havocs. Looks like blue team are going to take the mid. Indeed they are. Bit of a weird layout on this map, on the 2v2 version anyway. You've got these, got a rec point and a power point right next to the VP. So controlling the mid is super important, not just on VPs, but you get those 2 contested points and hold them and node that power. That's going to add up over time a lot. Heretics get a decap. Nicely done, fellas. Sentinel's annoyed. He can decap points, but he can't cap them. Here come a bunch of guardsmen getting their sergeants up to 9 models. Panzerbatallion trying to get the mid backs. Got havocs. Got aspiring champion heretics. No Eternal War yet, and no war gear on the Plague Champion. All the power's gone on the havocs and those heretics. There's the Holy Pyre, doing damage over time and debuffing units in the area. But she's forced to retreat because of the suppression from havocs and stuff. Here's some guardsman support for Panzerbatallion. They're going to get the VP decapped at the least. Now Ligt shows up to make it a 2v2 fight. Coming in from an angle too. Going to start shooting up those worshipping heretics maybe. Havocs have pushed up quite a lot. Plague Champion went down again. Both red heroes down. 482 to 440. There's that Nurgle worship giving health regen to all these hitters. I think it's 3.5, is it, per second? Something like that. It's pretty nice to have. And it affects all your units these days in Elite Mod, even your vehicles and stuff. And your demons get extra Bile Spear up for Ligt. Still that Holy Brazier for Adila's Inquisitor. She's trying to use Hammer of the Witches here, I think. But they got knocked away from her range. There's the Holy Pyre. Good stomp from the Sentinel. Here's Hammer of the Witches. On the Havoc holding the Heavy Bolter. Revive there for Brawler. Gets to level 2. Plague Champion runs away. Brawler's still in there. Throws the shield up. He's got plenty of energy at the moment. Really helps him stick in combat and brawl. That shield. But now he's in a little bit of trouble. Stubbornness can help with that a lot as well. I think he's going to be alright here. He's in full speed now. Good push by Blue though. Inquisitor did a lot, and the Sentinel came and got a really good stomp from Adila. Grenade launcher barrage is really well hit, and the spotter shell comes in. Awesome disruption on Brawler's army, and now they're on the power. Both armies on the power too. They should get a full bash here. Here comes the Bile Spear to help with that as well. Not as effective as it once was, bashing power, but it'll still help out greatly. Used to be that he could bash power himself really, really fast, but I mean, it's still pretty damn fast. But not as crazy as it was. 482 to 440. It's going to be a full bash, maybe even a decap here. Adila gets a bit of repairs going. Plague Champion moves forward so he can fire the Bile Spear. It does have shorter range than his damage over time bolt gun. Plague Bolter, I guess we'll call it. Inquisitor gets knocked over and then runs. Heretics coming in. Nicely timed spotter shell there. Some Nurgle worship to help out Panzer Battalion as they push back. Well, they broke out, but their power got hit pretty hard. Can they now hit power back up this side maybe? Sentinel's there to defend. Brawler's Sentinel pushes up to scout a bit, I guess. They're back on the mid though. Brawler's Lord Commissar lost the indicator for him. They're going to be on capping duty. Might want to be capping facing the other way so they can fire that pistol. Because that pistol does some work. Adila in tier 2 with anti-armor stormtroopers. Very good at taking out generators as well. And here's a Manticore for Brawler. I guess that's going to be their primary target once they know there's a Manticore around. Has it already fired? I don't think it has. Oh, gets the Sentinel down pretty easily. Melter Bomb and a bunch of Melter Guns will do it. And that guy had a missile launcher, I think I saw there. Mark of Khorne. Havocs gives them a auto cannon. Fantastic damage to all targets with a small area of effect. Tearing through the Sentinel. Manticore strike now. On that ramp that can limit your movement, so it can be a great place to Manticore strike. I don't think it hit anything. It did force a retreat though. So now they know there's a Manticore somewhere. Adila's already looking for it. And they have the Inferno pistol, which is an anti-everything weapon at short range. Liber Heresius as well. Manticore gets away that time. I'm not sure what judgment is up on here. That yellow symbol on the Inquisitor means that she's used the judgment ability on something. Oh, there it is. It's on his guardsman here. 461 to 402. Plague Marines on the field for Panzer Battalion. Some late Catachan Devils for Brawler. Not very often you see Catachans coming out in tier 2. There's the Bilious Discharge from the Bile Spear. Then a Grenade Launcher Barrage. And it's painful. It's all very, very painful. Double Grenade Launcher Heretics can really pack a punch as another barrage. Hits the Plague Champion. Manticore strike though at very short range. Hard to dodge it. Flight time is like realistically calculated based on distance. It's not just a preset amount of time before they land. It does take into account distance, so if you can shoot a Manticore at close range, it can be very difficult to dodge it. Inquisitor now has Interrogator's armor for silently to infiltrate herself, I guess. Stormtroopers can infiltrate themselves already. So you can have a full infiltration blob here going after the Manticore and stuff. Artillery spotters have been pretty effective so far. Going for their flare shell now. 461 to 363. Manticore's back up through the mid. It is relatively well protected, but it doesn't take long to go down if you can get on rear armor and throw that melter. Havocs need to set up here. There we go. Found some cover. Big fight. Manticore strike. Pretty effective. Did it wipe the stormtroopers? Down goes the Manticore. Wow, Judgment almost wipes the Havocs there. Noxious Cloud thrown in by Ligt and a Hell Fury. Bloody hell. There was a lot of stuff going on. Adila's stormtroopers did in fact get away. I thought I saw some 14 reds popping up, which I think was the stormtroopers dying, but I guess I didn't get all of them. They sure got close enough to throw the melter and finish off the Manticore. Brawler now with a heavy weapon squad. Tier 3s for Adila and Ligt, and panzerbatallion got some bloodletters on the way. Got Marco Zinc CSM for Ligt. They are a little bit depleted here though. Or rather, did they not get anything out in tier 2? I don't remember them getting anything, but I could just be being stupid. And they got something and lost it. But they've only got 3 units on the field right now. Holding the mid at the moment though is Ligt. Plague Champion also has the Mucus Discharge. Panzer Battalions has Mucus Discharge, just saw it down there. Spotters with an incendiary shell in there. Didn't get it flush on the Havocs, but they're still going to have to move, I think. Basilisk Flare. Shutting down the range of Adila's units around here. Global ability of the Lord Commissar. Still chasing stuff. Level 3 with Carapace armor. 437 to 332. Not sure what stunned the bloodletters, and they probably got stumped by that Sentinel. Adila's Sentinel's still around and now has that missile launcher level 2. Red team going to take the mid eventually. There we go. Got some Plasma Guardsmen fully upgraded with their Commissar. So they're up to 12 models, reinforcing 3 at a time and firing a bunch of plasma guns. They're pretty damn good. Can trade quite well with higher tier, more expensive ranged squads. They'll lose models doing it, but they'll get it done. Inquisitor falls with a pained cry. Level 3 and went... I think she was trying to bash the power there, the Inquisitor. That autocannon, terrifying as always. Firing into the big blob of heretics. It's not a good place for those heretics to stand. Grenade barrage goes in. So there's some Nurgle worship. They're a little bit close, maybe, those heretics worshipping. Wanting to support the bloodletters as they move up, I suppose. Surprised the bloodletters didn't go in right there and get rid of a squad. Bad place for the stormtroopers to stand. Not a good approach there by Adila. Needed to use the infiltration, maybe go around the side a bit. 413 to 321. Incendiary shell was thrown in. Meanwhile, what is this? It's just a Lord Commissar decapping and some power bashing by Catechans and Plasma Guardsmen. There's that grenade barrage. Can you bash, fellas? There's more guardsmen showing up. Maybe they can. Grenade launchers are quite scary for guardsmen, though. One of the squads they actually probably won't trade with all that well, actually, because of the area of effect damage from the grenades and the barrage that can disrupt them. But against these Marco Zinc CSM, cost for cost, they're going to do pretty well. Oh, Inspire Courage on the Catechans, which of course buffs the Lord Commissar because he's got the Carapace armor up. 15% increased damage and break suppression if he was suppressed at the time. Also, the armor itself gives him a nice chunk of health and health regen. Land Raider Phobos on the field for Ligt. That's what they went for. Adila has tons of resources. I assume they're going for some kind of super heavy tank, which would be fun to see. Inquisitor herself is still down, and they're being pushed through the mid by Panzer Battalion's large tier 2 army here. And Panzer is tier 3 as well. And now they're bashing power. On the back foot, the blue team misplayed their tier 2 a little bit maybe. Ligt should have got some stuff on the field. But we'll see if they can bounce back. They've got that Land Raider up. Brawler's got another Manticore on the way. They're still in tier 2. Adila still not purchasing anything. They're saving up for a Storm Blade, I'm guessing. It's 1,000 rec, I believe. Very expensive. Chaos Terminators hit the field for Panzer Battalion. Goes straight for the Phobos. Bloodlet is helping out. It's taking so much damage from those power fists and stuff. Can they get it done? There's some Nurgle worship to help out the Phobos. Terminators use their teleport to try and get this finish here. They really need to get this finish now. They've teleported. They can't retreat out of this, and now they can't teleport out of it. They're going to get it done, I think. Yes, they get it done. But can they get away? Now trying to punch the Plague Champion to death, which isn't working out. Got touch of Nurgle on the Chaos Terminators here, which was maybe a really good move because it heals them as one of them explodes as well. It healed up the other models pretty high. They're not even running anymore. Not even running anymore. Turret going up here in a very spiteful position by Panzer Battalion. Can they get it up in time? Well played, Panzer Battalion. Judged it really well on the Chaos Terminators. Used touch of Nurgle to save them, or to help save them. Maybe they would have got away. Just got the breath of Nurgle healing there. They drop another model though. The Terminators need to be very careful. There's the teleport. Manticore strike into base. Stormblade is up. Stormblade is up. Is this going to be a las cannon turret now? Auto cannon will get some shots. Oh, it didn't need to reface there, but it is. Plague Marines also getting shots in. There's the big overcharged plasma, which shuts down the guns of the Stormblade for a few seconds afterwards. Takes a lot of effort, a lot of power. Got some chosen Plague Marines for Ligt, but they are very, very depleted. Down goes the turret. 263 to 321. So this massive plasma destroyer gun has a regular attack, which you just saw there, and the overcharge attack. And you can do them one after the other if your overcharge is off cooldown, which is pretty nasty. Chaos Terminators reinforcing. 50 power a pop. Pretty damn expensive. I assume they're going to get autocannon here. But maybe not. What are the Chosen Plague Marines up to? They're going towards the southeast to help out with this VP decap. Sneaky Stormtroopers for Adila. Chosen Plague Marines unique to the Plague Champion. Passively damage nearby enemies. Got some power melee damage over time knives. And they can create zombies with the Nurgle's Rot. They're very slow. Don't even have a melee charge. They're much more about counter initiation melee. But you can like jog them into combat, I guess. Try to get them into the back lines. It's not super great here. Lord Commissar's got a Xenos Power Claw and the Emperor's Wrath. Can they drop it on the Stormblade here? Because they might be able to hide the marker underneath it. They've got no energy to throw it out now. Maybe they already used it anyway. Overcharged plasma just causes a big old retreat. Wait, did it fire? It didn't seem to fire, and it still got shut down. Strange. Oh, there we go. I guess if you cancel it by moving, oh boy, it still shuts you down. Did it just wipe out Havocs off the map? I think they did. Panzer Battalion has no Havocs anymore. They just disappeared in that overcharged plasma shot. 225 to 288 on the VPs. I don't even see the bodies of the Havocs here though. Don't usually leave bodies. They just got vaporized, which which is quite fun. We have autocannon heavy weapon squad for Brawler. Manticore on the way for Adila now. The Manticore of Brawler does have the Storm Eagle for increased damage. I think it also increases the cooldown though a bit. It was a way to try and make the Manticore a bit less expensive out the gate, but still able to be upgraded to its full glory. Heretics bravely building a shrine to Nurgle. There we go. That will reinforce nearby allies if it's worshipped. There we go, they're worshipping it now. Get that periodic heal as well. And suppression to enemies. You see these chosen plague marines being suppressed because they're near the shrine. Ligt has some terminators of their own. They can't be suppressed. And they were tearing through those heretics and demoralizing them. Autocannon indeed it is for panzerbatallion. This Stormblade's done a hell of a lot of work. Gonna get Manticored. There's a lot of damage to vehicles. So when it's a large vehicle like that, it can be very dangerous. Catachans getting wrecked. Level 5 Plague Champion here with the Armor of Pestilence. Brawler, are you saving up for a big old tank of your own? They might be. I just get a Vanquisher Leman Russ, I think. Help take down that big old tank. Brawler gets a good decap, but they might pay for it with their measly lives, those guardsmen. They do. That's what they're there for. Achieve things and then die. Got some Mark of Khorne, Chaos Space Marines. Another Manticore for Adila. Level 3 fellas here for Panzer Bloodletters have done well, I think, but they haven't leveled up yet. I hear some autocannons. Maybe they're going to try and just push the flanks, avoid the tank, which is being repaired. And looks like we have a repair bunker as well. Brawler with a Baneblade on the way. Should be able to trade pretty well the Stormblade, I think. Damage per shot on the Stormblade is insane, but I'm guessing overall DPS against it will be more for the Baneblade. Can fire that Demolisher Cannon as well. I mean, I'm guessing. Chosen Plague Marines in there with some Mark of Khorne CSM. See how they do. Oh, Bloodletters there as well. Bloodletters will do a lot of damage to Terminators. Manticore Strike from Adila. Hits pretty well. Forces some retreats. Mark of Khorne CSM barely get away. Very nearly went down. Big old Plasma Destroyer shot. 204 to 258. Ligt Plague Champion goes down. It's level 6, this fella. Chosen Plague Marines must flee. Look how slowly they retreat. There we go. Run a bit faster. Terminator on Terminator action. Oh, Ligt went for Lightning Claws. A bold move. Outrageous damage versus infantry, but you need to, you know, expose them a bit more to get them close. We'll see how they do though. 1-to-1 cap here. What is this? Bunch of dead heretics. Improvised explosive. Catachans are still around. Brawler has the Baneblade, and they can drop a rocket run also, which might be telling on caps and stuff. Baneblade goes straight to the mid. So what do they have against the Plasma Destroyer? They have the Xenos Power Core, they have the Baneblade, the Catachans have their Sarge, they've got the Terminators, they've got the Plague Marines, and a Plague Fist is on the way. They can take it out. But Adila's got double Manticores, and that could do outrageous amounts of damage to this Baneblade. Coming in now with the Inferno Pistol as well. That Plasma Destroyer getting shots in. Demolisher Cannon, oh, it overshoots. It missed the Stormblade there. Chaos Terminators with claws. Fighting off some Bloodletters. Got a Bloodletter zombie, awesome, because of Nurgle's Rot. Here come the Manticores. The Baneblade was kind of sent in alone here. Don't know about that. It's getting kind of wrecked. What's the move? Plague Champion was getting some hits in there. Oh, here comes a las cannon for Adila. Powerful anti-vehicle weapon. He's getting shots in. Baneblade is in big trouble. Why was it sent in so alone? Where's the rest of the stuff? Down it goes. Oh, the Terminators were there. Just couldn't see them. They're a bit further back, but they were getting shots in, I think. Baneblade falls. Stormblade is up. Still a Manticore up for Brawler as well. 171 to 252. Did they use a nuke Brawler? They used some red on something. I don't know what it was. Maybe they just dropped some mines somewhere. Overcharge. Badoom. Manticore. Both sides. Have we seen Emperor's Wrath hit the Stormblade yet? I don't think we have. But I might have just missed it. It does happen. Plague Champion level 7 down on the VP there. Baneblade and Plague Marines, and now the Plague Champion of Panzerbatallion trying to go after the Stormblade. Bloodletters phase out, they can draw fire. Plague Marines getting a lot of shots unopposed, but it is being repaired quite a lot here. I don't think they're going to get it done. Overcharge Plasma. A little bit of friendly fire there, but everyone's used to it, I think. 142 to 252. Lehman Russ on the way for Brawler. There's a rocket run too by Adila. Pretty good one. Maybe they can get back to the cat. 2 to 1 for red still. Lord Commissar throws himself in there. Almost level 7. Has to run. Chosen Plague Marine. Oh, more Chosen Plague Marines for Ligt. The other fellas are level 2. Very rare to see more than one Chosen Plague Marine squad for the same player. Catachan's bashing power meanwhile for Brawler. Friendly fire Manticore on the gens, but it's alright. Oh, Judgment up on them too. Adila wants the Judgment. And there's Purgatus. To stun a few of them. She got knocked back by a shotgun blast there. And then knocked back by grenade launchers. Panzer Battalion with a Chaos Dreadnought. For Mark of Zinch? No, goes Mark of Khorne. That's an odd choice, I think. It's not a sorcery, can't teleport it away. I thought they'd go for Mark of Zinch for sure. I guess they want some pressure, pressure, pressure. Lehman Russ with Vanquisher is going to be a big help. Trying to take out the Stormblade, which has now been fully repaired, by the way. And there's a Nurgle Shrine in there to reinforce this infantry. 128 to 224 on the VPs. 2 to 1 now for blue. There's that Mark of Khorne Dreadnought. Would love to see it do some work. Apologies if you guys can hear my cat being annoying. And just came in my window and is looking at me expectantly. I'm afraid I'm casting. We need to wait. Lehman Russ got melted. These guys aren't shooting it. There we go. They were waiting for the Manticore strikes maybe as well. Oh, that was off-map artillery from Emperor's Wrath. Wonder if that would have wiped them. It might have. Chaos Dreadnought getting stuck in. I wonder if it was specifically to fight the Lightning Claw Terminator fellas. Using the Blood Rage there gives your Dreadnought more speed, more damage, and more durability, but you can lose control of it. But they've got control back. Now fighting a Plague Champion. There's a turret over there being smacked down by the Lord Commissar left of your screen. VP turns red. Chosen Plague Marines trying to chop up the enemy Plague Champion. He's not filthy enough for them. Dreadnought goes down. I still think that was a little bit of a weird choice. 98 to 195, double cap now for red. Panzer Battalion does have plenty of resources here. Level 3 Chosen Plague Marines for Ligt. More Manticore in. Doesn't seem to do that much damage to the bunker. Lord Commissar gets away. Level 8 this fella. Did some work, eh? Level 8 Plague Champion for Ligt as well. Level 8 Inquisitor. Are they just all level 8? Oh no, level 6 this fella. Down to 70 VPs, the blue team, but they're going to get a 2-to-1 here. Take the mid, and they're taking their natural back. Red team need to do a lot of this. They need to a lot of this. You see, Adila's got a Manticore here to strike anything that tries to cap. Cadian Kashyyykin on the way for Adila. And another Dreadnought for Panzer Battalion. Lehman Russ is getting plenty of repairs. Does have a little bit of XP. Doesn't seem like Adila's trying to dive for the Manticore. Oh, I spoke too soon. Here they are, trying to dive for the Manticore. They're getting a bit too close. There's Emperor's Wrath. It wasn't a flush hit, but a decent hit. And now can power claw them as they retreat. Almost wiped them, actually. Catachans, are they quite able to get? No, they weren't quite in the path. Oh, wow. Lehman Russ got Manticore after the Melter. And now Judgment is up on it. Inquisitor's going after it. Using the mandate speed. Can they finish? They can finish. Beautifully done by Adila. The Melter Bomb, the Manticore, and the Judgment Inferno Pistol all coming in to get the kill. And the Hell Fury thrown in on the Catachans for good measure. Level 4 Catachans. So the Dreadnought is another Mark of Khorne, fella. I mean, Panzer Battalion's into them, apparently. I can't argue. I love them too. Manticore on the big blob of blue stuff over here. They're trying to get the enemy Manticores, are they? Not sure. Double cap now for blue team. They've almost evened up these VPs. There's the overcharge. No, it was cancelled, I guess. Mark of Khorne Dreadnoughts pops the Blood Rage, doing a hell of a lot of work in there. Big Plasma Destroyer shot. 1-to-1 cap now, 68 to 74. The red team are capping the mid. They have clawed their way back into this, the red team. I mean, they did have they still got a VP lead. I mean, they were behind on a lot of the fights, it felt like. They were a little bit depleted for a while, but they are hanging in. Dreadnought might go down. It's done tons of damage, though. We have a Storm Lord on the way for BRAWLER. Dreadnought is being repaired by the Plague Champion. Takes out the enemy Plague Champion. Now it's Chaos Terminators in there, and they have to teleport out. It's still going. Ah, down it goes. The las cannons of the Stormblade took it out, I think. That was an epic Dreadnought final stand under repairs. Red team lost a lot in that push. Is that going to be GG? Because look at this from the blue team as well. Adila sneaks some Stormtroopers over. And blue team might get a triple cap. I think they will. Well done, Adila, to get over here. Chosen Plague Marines capping the mid. For Ligt, this is the second squad, got to level 2. Level 3 on these fellas. We have an edge for now. Yeah, I think it was a bit strange that Panzer Battalion got double Mark of Khorne Chaos Dreadnoughts. They were hella fun to see in action, but it's hard to keep those guys alive once you throw them into a big fight like that. Tanks might have been better, just Havocs might have been better. Although Havocs would have been under huge threat from the Manticores. Maybe just a bunch more Plague Marines with missile launchers, you know. Catachans must flee. Blue team with a single cap here, and it might be enough to see them through. They're going to get their natural back as well. There's the 1-to-1. Oh, something's decapping the mid. Pestilent Strike Plague Champions on it. Shrugging off even a Plasma Destroyer. with the Pestilent Strike damage resist. 48 to 12, another 1-to-1 cap. More Manticores being thrown in, and here is the Stormlord. Got a Vulcan heavy Mega Bolt or whatever it's called. It's mental. I think it's 100 DPS Inferno. Not super effective against enemy vehicles, but against infantry, it absolutely shreds. Red team holding on to the 1-to-1. It's Plague, level 4 Plague Marines are capping now. Can they get something to threaten blue team's natural while they're doing this? More Chaos Terminators in for Panzer Battalion. Taking over the cap. Stormlord getting battered. Trying to create some space by throwing it forward. They got the cap. 47 to 12. So close. Plague Marines have to flee. Some Nurgle worship to help out this big blob. Here come the Lightning Claw fellas from Ligt. Not sure what Ligt is saying there. Nurgle nuke. Imperial Abyss. 2 super heavy tanks duking it out. 30 to 12. Red team still have the 2-to-1. Terminators teleport back to get on the cap though. Anyone going for the flanks? Yes, something is trying to decap the red team's natural. Not sure if they're going to do it. It might be stormtroopers again. They got it. It was actually heretics. And they die getting that decap. Here comes Adila to help. Throws in a Hell Fury, Hammer of the Witches. There's a Judgment up, everything thrown in on those Catechins, and they're still going, those Catechins. Tough bastards, eh? At level 4. Inquisitor's on the cap now. Can she throw out the mandate? It might have already been used to get here quicker. Level 10. There's that Stormlord. Battering her with that Mega Bolter Cannon. And she must flee. Gets away. Somehow gets away. 1-to-1 cap now. Team fighting for their lives. These Chaos Terminators got dinged up quite a lot. Can they afford to go back to base? They're going to have to, or they'll die so quick. Chosen Plague Marines trying to cap, but Panzer Battalion says no. 19 to 12 on the VPs. Can the Stormblade take out the Stormlord? It is getting repairs by heretics. Ouch. That shot almost did it. Now guardsmen here are trying to repair. Back on the VP though, it turns red. 2-to-1 for red. I thought they were out of this when blue team got that triple cap. Ouch. Heretics disintegrated. 13 to 12 on the VPs. And something got a decap here. It was Stormtroopers from Adila. Catechins need to get on that point again. Single for blue. Red team are capping the mid though. Noxious Cloud thrown in there. Lord Commissar level 10 will shrug it off. Oh, but can he shrug off Manticores? Oh, there it is. Blue team got it with this single cap. That Manticore strike helped them get the win there. I don't know if he would have capped in time. Catechins maybe could have got back on their VP a bit sooner. Maybe. Looks like these Plague Marines were trying to move these Manticores along so something could get on this VP here. The Manticores looking after this VP and never really being threatened, these Manticores, made a big difference. Brawler also had 2 at the end. Level 10 Inquisitor by Adila. Had a level 10 Plague Champion for Ligt down at the end. Panzer Battalion level 10. Brawler level 10. They all got it done. Well, there you have it. Hell of a game. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.